from Toyota Stadium in Frisco. It's the 43rd annual Dallas Cup, and it's the Under-16 championship game featuring FC Dallas Youth Academy against Las Vegas Pros. I'm Pete Stein along with Tyler Kern. Glad you could be with us. FC Dallas Youth Academy breezed through Bracket E to get here, led in large part by Ashton Medina.
Ashton Medina, 6 goals so far here in the tournament. This is the same team that won the U-15 championship last year here at the Dallas Cup, and so an experienced team that knows what it takes to win.
Las Vegas Pros won Bracket F, but that was a tightly contested bracket. They got through with 2 draws, but this is a team that's ranked first in the state of Nevada, second in the nation according to the GOT Soccer rankings.
Yeah, that's a great point. And you brought up the interesting road that they took to get here. Just 1 win, 2 draws in the group stage, enough to get them through, but they've really picked things up in the knockout round. I think we're set up here for a really, really great final. A
Nevada team has never won a Dallas Cup championship. The Las Vegas Pros trying to become the first, but they'll have to beat an FC Dallas team that won the U-15 championship here last year.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. FC Dallas knows what it takes to win a tournament like this, but Las Vegas is an up-and-coming area of the country for soccer. Figure to see an MLS team there pretty soon.
FC Dallas and Las Vegas for the U-16 championship coming up here at Toyota Stadium in Frisco. There's a boot and ball trophy to be won here this afternoon.
Okay, so I need someone to help with phone trades while I'm out. People can get a free Samsung Galaxy S22 when they trade in a Galaxy. Any year, any condition.
Oh, I get it. So you can take your old phone that you've had for 12 years and loved every minute of and trade it in for something new that suits your life now?
That's right, yeah.
Then enjoy immediate success, even though you'll never forget your old phone, ever.
It's a great trade.
Life-changing.
Get a free Samsung Galaxy S22 with a Galaxy trade-in. Any year, any condition.
I'm Dan Hunt, president of FC Dallas and chairman of the Dallas host bid for World Cup 2026. When you think about the different unique propositions we have here in the Metroplex for World Cup 2026, you look at how prominent the youth soccer market is here and how, this market has embraced the U.S. national team games and also the Mexican national team games. And we've hosted so many successful soccer events here, including the 1994 World Cup. We're famous for our hospitality, and we have great hotels and great restaurants, and the infrastructure is fabulous. Dallas has 2 great airports, great public transportation, and the facilities are some of the best in the entire world. We have such a rich soccer history here, dating all the way back to the Dallas Tornado and pushing forward into the great time with the Dallas Sidekicks here, and then obviously the Dallas Burn, which is FC Dallas today. When you bring all of these assets together in the Metroplex, it just makes for a great host venue for World Cup 2026.
The U-16 championship game at Toyota Stadium is brought to you by Coca-Cola as we're at the 43rd annual Dallas Cup. Pete Stein along with Tyler Kern, and this is a Las Vegas team that was at Dallas Cup a year ago. They failed to get out of the group stage, but now they're playing for a boot and ball trophy, and they've done it with a balanced attack.
Absolutely, a balanced attack. No one player really standing out, but you're absolutely right. That balanced attack has served them well, and also that experience from last year, learning a little bit about what a tournament like this is like. Now they're back. Now they're in a championship game.
Claudio Rico has scored 3 goals. Caden Cox has also scored 3 goals in the tournament, and Anthony Roman Aguirre has added 2 For FC Dallas, we mentioned Medina, but he's not the only guy who can put the ball in the back of the net for this team.
Israel Pena also with 4 goals on the in the tournament. This team has a lot of decent attackers, as well as Miguel Padilla, who has 2 goals in the tournament on the bench today. So some firepower that can be brought in as well.
FC Dallas has scored 18 goals in this tournament. 12 of those came in the group stage, but in the knockout stage, they've scored 6 more goals.
It's impressive output from this FC Dallas team, who, like we mentioned, won the U-15 age group last year with many of these same players, and so a really promising bunch here.
Las Vegas won their quarterfinal game over another local side as they beat Dallas Texans 4-0 and then beat Crossfire Premier yesterday 2-1. FC Dallas defeated Allegiance FC in the semifinals 3-1 after getting a victory in the quarterfinals as well. So FC Dallas trying to repeat after winning the under-15 championship last year, now playing for the under-16 title, doing it against the Las Vegas Pros, who are wearing the gray kit with the teal numerals, FC Dallas in red here this afternoon.
You know, we just had the weather up on the screen. It's remarkable how much it's cooled down out here. It's in the low 60s now when it was in the 80s at the beginning of the previous game. And so, you know, we have dropped pretty heavily in terms of the temperature. So nice, comfortable playing conditions for these guys.
Cold front came through here. It was warm and muggy at the start of the day for the U-13 championship games. And then it was about midway through the first half of the U-14 when the weather really changed, and now the wind out of the north, and it's been a factor on balls just like this. The ball just won't travel, and the wind will hold it up.
Yeah, goal kicks have been an adventure, as the team going into the wind has had a hard time getting the ball to midfield.
Yeah, it's best to move the ball through the ground, on the ground, rather than through the air, as the Las Vegas Pros have possession here in the midfield. Luke Parker sends a ball out wide. And it looks like we're going to have a wide open start to this one.
Yeah, that was really nice ball movement there from the Pros. Just working the ball from left side over to right. Good defense here from FC Dallas, though, to win the ball back.
FC Dallas goes on the attack, but the Pros doing a good job getting back on defense. Making a run here is Lopez, and the ball is sent into touch for a throw. FC Dallas will get a throw in deep in the attacking third. That's Joshua Sotelo Ayala you see on your screen there for the Las Vegas Pros.
Yeah, some really good ball movement from both teams to start this game. Not so much there, but commentator's curse, of course. But in the last game, we saw kind of a little bit of a cagey start. It was hard for teams to find the rhythm early on in this one already. Both teams finding some open space on the field and kind of having a little bit more of a flowing attack. Granted, it's just 2 minutes, but we'll see if they're able to keep that up.
Duran Andrade sending that pass forward, but it's intercepted by FC Dallas. FC Dallas maintaining possession at the top of the 18. Lopez has it. The Pros not able to clear and not able to get past Israel Pena, but a throw is given up here. The goalkeepers today are John Lutin for FC Dallas and Aldair Costello Ramirez for Las Vegas Pros.
I think what we just saw was another example of the wind kind of playing a little bit of a factor as Las Vegas trying to play out of the back. The ball just kind of soars on the keeper, goes out of play. FC Dallas's ball kind of right on the edge of the attacking third.
Kiernicki with that throw in and goal with the one-touch pass. FC Dallas with possession. Centeno along the touchline, drawing a crowd but maintaining possession. Lays it back for Sasso. Sasso plays it to Kiernicki. Kiernicki has it deflected right back in his direction. The Pros have possession now and move up the left channel. It gets pushed forward for Las Vegas by Prudencio Alvarenga. There's a little pushing and shoving going on. The officials let it go. Lutin has it inside the 18, and the FC Dallas keeper drives it well beyond halfway with the north wind at his back. Las Vegas wins the ball in the middle third. The Pros with possession but not given much room. Claudio Rico is spun off the ball, and then the attack gets switched by Sasso, who sends it to the left side, where he finds John Perez making a run for FC Dallas.
Yeah, both teams finding those switching balls early on to players in space. Not making the most of it, but just showing that there's a willingness there to find the man in space with some of these big switches.
Romero grabbing hold of a lot of the jersey there, but got away with it. Throw coming up for Las Vegas. Jesus Venegas will put this in play. It lands at the feet of Duran Andrade, who's wearing the captain's armband. Defensively, Gall plays it and begins the counterattack for FC Dallas. Gall again, sending it forward up the right side. Finding Medina. Medina with 6 goals so far in this tournament. Back to Gall, who will switch the attack to the left side. Guardado is there for Las Vegas, but he's not able to win the ball. FC Dallas maintaining possession here. We've played 5 minutes. No score. This is the U-16 championship game at the Coca-Cola Dallas Cup at Toyota Stadium in Frisco. Mostly overcast skies, but the sun peeking through the clouds here, and it's a really comfortable day and great playing conditions here aside from the wind. And these teams have been playing a lot of soccer over the last week. That's one thing about Dallas Cup. It's a real test of your endurance.
It comes at you fast and furious. You got to get ready, get your body right again to play in just such quick succession. But these kids are young. It's what youth is for, you know.
Jesus Venegas with the throw in for the Las Vegas Pros. Facing FC Dallas. Wearing the captain's armband, Duran Andrade plays the ball as Las Vegas gets into the attacking third. This is Cox making a run inside the 18, taking a shot, and it's going to bounce into the goal. Las Vegas leads 1-0. The goalkeeper, John Lutin, I think got a piece of it, but deflected it into the goal.
What an opportunity there for Cox, putting Las Vegas on the scoreboard early in this one. And you're right, it was deflected, but it was the second touch from Cox that really let him accelerate out and get ahead. And the keeper for FC Dallas stayed in the net, didn't come out to challenge that until much, much later on. And so it gave Cox a good running start. He's able to get up a full head of steam and just chip it, and it gets a piece of the keeper, but still has enough steam to get it across the goal line to give Las Vegas the first goal of this game.
Caden Cox has his 4th goal of the tournament for the Las Vegas Pros. He scored in the opener in the 4th minute in a 2-2 tie with Dallas Texans, and he scores here in the 7th minute. He also had a goal in the 33rd minute against Dallas Texans in the knockout stage in the quarterfinals.
So what we just saw there, Las Vegas gets the goal. FC Dallas in their next time down into the attacking third. Take an early shot from well outside the box. It didn't have a high probability of going in. And what we've seen in some of the previous games is when a team has fallen behind, because many of these teams haven't trailed very often in this tournament, like this FC Dallas side, there starts to be a little bit more rushing, not quite as methodical as they were. So we'll see how this FC Dallas team responds. It's all about that response like we've talked about in some of the previous games.
Cox also scored the game winner yesterday in the 41st minute against Crossfire Premier in the semifinals, getting Las Vegas into this U-16 championship game, and he wastes no time getting the Pros in front with a goal in the 7th minute here today against FC Dallas.
Well, we talked before the game that the Pros started off, with 2 draws in the group stage, but they've been picking up steam as the tournament has gone along, and they didn't waste much time getting out ahead here in this final.
Rico sending it to the far side. Out of play, into touch, a throw for FC Dallas. Thrown into Avila. Played back to the keeper, Lutin. Lutin with a low liner up the left side, getting it across halfway into Las Vegas territory. FC Dallas plays it into the center forward channel. It comes to Gall. Turned away by Las Vegas, and the Pros have possession. Rico giving it up for Prudencio Alvarenga. Winning the ball for FC Dallas is Sasso. Sasso coming up the center forward channel. A defender stumbled, The ball's played inside the penalty arc by Lopez. Inside the area, here's a chance for FC Dallas. And the ball comes right back to Sasso as it's blocked by the keeper, Costello Ramirez.
Sasso with a point blank opportunity there. Whew.
Costello Ramirez went flying through the air, but that ball was wide of the goal. Here's another look at that opportunity for FC Dallas as they nearly had the equalizer.
Unfortunately for Sasso, just goes straight at the keeper.
Costello Ramirez was in the right place, never left home.
He absolutely was, protecting that near post. Maybe there was some room on the far post if he hits it in that direction, but again, tough when you have that opportunity right there. FC Dallas might rue that missed chance.
Duran Andrade has it. As the pros get it out of the back, a diagonal ball through the air, gets chested down by Venegas. Venegas is marked by Medina. FC Dallas has possession, Sasso with it. And now Romero will get it back to the keeper, Lutin. We've already played 10.5 minutes. The goal came in the 7th minute. Caden Cox scoring for the pros. FC Dallas trying to play from behind. Camarena for Las Vegas, sending it to halfway where it's won by FC Dallas. Comes to the right side. Kiernicki sends a ball to the back post that gets headed by Guardado of Las Vegas. The pros not able to get it cleared, though, and they'll give up a corner kick.
That was a really nice cross to the back post here by FC Dallas. Really, really good opportunity. Ends up resulting in a corner kick, but I believe it was Tyler Kiernicki who plays that ball from the right back position. Big ol' cross to the back post, early cross. A lot like what you see from Trent Alexander-Arnold in the Premier League at Liverpool on a pretty regular basis. That kind of a cross to the back post. That was a really nice ball.
Gall will deliver this corner kick from the left side. The first corner kick for FC Dallas, and we may have a video review here. Looks like the officials are going to VAR. This is the first year this has been a feature at Dallas Cup, and it's CONCACAF officials. And one of the things we don't talk a lot about at Dallas Cup, but it's a fairly well-known fact for those who follow the tournament, is that Dallas Cup is really a training ground for officials, and that's the case here with CONCACAF VAR, and of course CONCACAF, the home of the U.S. men's national team.
So in a VAR situation, you don't go look at the monitor unless it's a potential red card. And so in this case, it looks like it's a high boot here coming up from the FC Dallas player.
And you're seeing exactly what the VAR officials are looking at.
That's right.
I don't know if that's worthy of a red.
To me, that would feel very harsh if this is given as a red in the end.
It's borderline, there's no doubt about it. Getting his boot up there was Luis Romero. It probably is worth a video review, though.
It's certainly worth a check, and as VAR becomes more and more established across all of soccer, it's a fact of how this works now. This is a feature of the modern game now that we have the technology. I think a delay this long, I don't necessarily know if it's great for the game. I want to get the call right, but I'm also not sure about delays that take this long. If you're not able to tell a little bit sooner.
Do you think the fact that he's playing the ball there works to his benefit?
I think so, in that he does get the ball. I understand there may have been a little bit of a dangerous play there, but we'll see what the referee's decision is here now.
It's going to be yellow. And I think that's fair.
And he'll bring the ball back as well. So FC Dallas loses out on that corner kick opportunity that they were going to have.
Romero shown the yellow card here in the 14th minute. And it's not only the first booking of this game, it's the first booking we've had in 4 championship games here this afternoon.
Pretty remarkable. Pretty remarkable. And for it to happen pretty early on as well for a defender for FC Dallas, that's just something to watch out for, for Romero playing center back in this game, now on a yellow card here with much of the game still left to play. That's a factor as we get later and later on in this game. You might not be able to make that tactical foul, or you might second guess yourself going for another ball.
That's a great point. Yeah, and here in the under-16s, you do get 6 substitutions. And we're playing a 40-minute half. We're into the 15th minute. Las Vegas Pros getting a free kick here, and it's Dennis Prudencio Alvarenga driving the ball into the area, and that's going to be caught out of the air nicely by the goalkeeper, John Lutin. Here comes FC Dallas attacking quickly out of the back, sending an early ball into the center forward channel. It got headed there by Lopez. FC Dallas maintaining possession. It's played back to Kernicki. Kernicki plays a square ball to Sasso. FC Dallas also had a Sasso playing in the U-15 game, and I'm willing to bet your paycheck, Tyler, that they are related. Guessing they're brothers, but I don't know that 100%.
I'd be willing to make that bet as well.
We're here in the 16th minute. FC Dallas finds themselves trailing Las Vegas Pros 1-0 after Caden Cox scored in the 7th minute. Lutin drives this ball into the middle third. A battle for a 50-50 ball ensues. The battle's won by FC Dallas as they go on the attack, but the Pros win the ball back quickly. Las Vegas able to get it to Prudencio Alvarenga. Switch it now to the right side. FC Dallas getting back on defense. Early ball over the top. Lutin fields it on a bounce and has it for FC Dallas. And he'll lay it at the feet of Kernicki. Lutin getting it back now from Brian Avila. Sends the ball out on the left wing. Received there by John Perez. Sent out of play, and a throw coming up for FC Dallas here in the 17th minute.
Now, I think the response from FC Dallas has been positive. They've created some scoring opportunities, just haven't been able to find that finishing touch just yet. But I think their ball movement has been good since the goal for Las Vegas, and I think that they've continued to play well. So I think the response has been good. We'll see if they're able to continue to create goal-scoring opportunities and find that equalizer.
Gall is the target here, heading it into Las Vegas territory, but not able to get it to Medina. And you feel like they got to get Medina a little bit more involved in the attack here.
Yeah, it feels like we haven't called his name enough for a guy that leads the team in goals and scored 6 through this point in the tournament.
Avila plays the ball out to the left flank. Comes back to him. Medina making a run into the area, but the ball sails past him. The Pros are not able to clear it out of their defensive third. It gets chested down by Centeno. Las Vegas again unable to get it out of their own end, but now they have possession and send it across halfway, and it's Prudencio Alvarenga making a run up the left channel. He gets into the area. Now retreats, plays the ball back to Johnny Smith. To Parker on the left wing. Parker moving in on Gall. Gall goes down to the ground. And we'll have a goal kick.
That was good work by Parker there, just sticking with good work sticking with Parker as Parker was going towards the end line, going to ground, getting the slide tackle in, but also deflecting it off of Parker to earn the goal kick for FC Dallas.
Gall's been all over the pitch here in the first 18 and a half minutes. That ball sails through the middle third, and it's going to come all the way back to the keeper, Costello Ramirez. FC Dallas wins the ball back, but turns it over to the Pros. That's a foul, no question about it. And the Pros will get a free kick just on their side of halfway. FC Dallas getting back on defense as we enter the 20th minute of this contest. It's a 40-minute half in the 16 and under championship. Las Vegas will get it to Sotelo Ayala. Ayala finds Rico. Prudencio Alvarenga sends in a ball. Lutin is well out of the area. Las Vegas not able to win the ball as Lutin retreats back toward goal. The Pros have it now. Getting sandwiched is Parker. And that's a look at what Medina can do. Winning the ball for FC Dallas. Getting a throw.
That's right. Need to see Medina get more touches closer to the goal probably. But good work in the midfield to win the ball back for FC Dallas. Now FC Dallas just needs to figure out the pathway from the midfield to get it into Medina and Pina a little bit more than what they've been able to do so far. We just haven't been able to call those guys names enough for FC Dallas's liking.
Medina looks like a true number 10.
He really does. He looks silky smooth on the ball, just hasn't been able to get on it quite enough.
This ball will be played back by Romero to Lutin, who finds Kiernicki in the right channel to Gall. The ball gets away from Gall, gets sent into touch for a throw. Kiernicki will put it in play for FC Dallas. Officials got play held up here momentarily. Now ready to go. Thrown into Romero, who's playing with the yellow card that he picked up in the 14th minute. It's a long ball over the top, looking for Kiernicki. Comes back to Gall. Gall sends it inside the 18, cleared by the Pros, but it gets only as far as Romero. The battle for possession continues. An exchange of headers right at the edge of the FC Dallas attacking third. Taking a tumble for FC Dallas is Alfonso Lopez as the ball goes into touch. A throw for Las Vegas. Pros leading 1-0 in the 22nd minute.
I think Las Vegas was trying to convince the referee it was their throw, but it was actually ended up being FC Dallas's.
No foul called here. Well, there's a late whistle, and we may have a booking here. Nope.
I think that's an unfortunate call from an FC Dallas perspective, as I thought the Las Vegas attacker just trips over his own feet there a little bit. Fortunate, I think, to end up with the foul call on FC Dallas.
Pros getting a free kick here from the center circle. Yeah, the way the officials started running there, I thought he was going to have another booking, but it would have been on Romero. That would have been his second yellow, and that would have done it for Romero, and FC Dallas would have been shorthanded. But I think you're right. I think FC Dallas is a little bit hard done there.
Yeah, I think if there had been a booking given, maybe that's another situation where VAR comes into play.
Yep.
It might have rescinded that one.
Prudencio Alvarenga running through traffic. Taken off the ball, dispossessed. Here's a ball for Lopez, but coming well out of the area is the goalkeeper, Castelo Ramirez. Both goalkeepers taking some chances.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, and that's the mark of the modern keeper. More and more you're looking for keepers that can play with their feet. They can come out of the box to play that kind of sweeper role in addition to their responsibilities in terms of shot stopping.
Seems awfully risky, but they get away with it.
High risk, high reward. I think you'll,
if
you go back and watch some of the FA Cup action from this morning between Manchester City and Liverpool, you might see a little bit of that as well.
Kiernicki gets the throw to Sasso, who switches it to the left side. Defending for Vegas is Caden Cox, who scored the goal. Lopez at the top of the 18 on the left side. Has it cut away. There for Vegas was Mauricio Camarena. Camarena sending it into touch, giving FC Dallas a throw. And he gets thrown into Centeno. Centeno sending it to Avila, back to Centeno. Centeno sends one over the top. Goal goes down, and the ball bounces into the hands of Costello Ramirez, the keeper. He plays it to the feet of Jesus Venega, who comes up the left channel. Venega sends it ahead. Rico giving it a run into the area. Rico moving in, then takes a tumble as he draws contact with Brian Avila.
Rico just needed a quicker decision there. He had options. He had two runners in the box. Didn't elect to play it to either, and in the end, just kind of ran out of time and space and gets bodied off the ball by an FC Dallas defender. Good defending there by FC Dallas to scramble back after one of their defenders fell down in the build-up to that. But that was a situation where I think a quicker ball by Rico results in a better chance for Vegas.
Lutin with his goal kick as we're into the 26th minute. Las Vegas Pros leading 1-0. Each half 40 minutes in this 16 and under championship.
Ooh.
And we're going to get a Las Vegas player booked here as goal goes down. We'll get another look. Goal caught an elbow from Francisco Duran Andrade.
Yeah, that elbow getting up a little bit high on the back of the head of Gall, and I think a deserved yellow card. Oftentimes, it's hard to control arms when you're jumping and that sort of thing, but in that case, the FC Dallas player was largely stagnant in terms of his movement. Andrade comes over the back with the elbow. I think a pretty deserved foul and a reasonable yellow card there, I think.
Avila with the free kick sends it into the area, but had too much on it with the wind at his back and gives up the goal kick. I think the target he was looking for was Alfonso Lopez.
Mm-hmm. You know, Medina early on in this game was shaded more towards the right side. It looks like he's gone a little bit more central. Curious to see if that helps him find the ball and find the game a little bit more.
Chipping this ball toward Lopez, but before Lopez can get there, Costello Ramirez picks it out of the air.
Oh!
And we're going to get a PK. Lopez appears to have the wind knocked out of him.
I see. Goalkeeper goes up, grabs, but leads with the knee that goes kind of straight into the chest.
Yep, the knee into the solar plexus there. The Pros leading 1-0, but that lead now in jeopardy. And Lopez's status in this game also in jeopardy right now. Hopefully he'll be able to rebound here.
It's easy to imagine that at the very least the wind has been knocked out of him in a pretty big way when you take a knee directly to the sternum. But you don't see that called incredibly often. Oftentimes goalkeepers get the benefit of the doubt and get the protection. But I think, and I've said this before, that I think sometimes that is abused to a certain extent to where an attacking player can get absolutely mauled by a goalkeeper. And I think this is a good application of just the idea that, sure, you can protect goalkeepers, but that doesn't mean you can do it at the expense of the safety of an attacking player. And so
I think that's a great point.
Personally, I think this is a good call.
Yeah, I don't think, after looking at the replay, I don't think there's any doubt but that it's a good call. But you're right, sometimes it's one that's not made because it's a goalkeeper. They get treated differently. I think we'll see Lopez return here, but we'll have to wait and see.
I think you're right, but in all of that, the goalkeeper also picks up a yellow card for Las Vegas Pros to go along with the yellow card that was given to Duran Andrade as well. And so 2 yellow cards now given out to Las Vegas Pros players.
Man, you can go to a lot of soccer matches and not see a goalkeeper get a yellow card.
That's a very good point.
But Costello Ramirez has been carded and now will be under pressure as Ashton Medina will have a chance to score his 7th goal of the tournament for FC Dallas and tie this game 1-1 Medina scored in the 63rd minute yesterday in a 3-1 win over Allegiance FC in the semifinal. Now a chance to tie the championship game in the 16 and under title game. Medina has the ball on the penalty spot. Costello Ramirez dancing on his line. Medina hears the whistle, makes the approach, drives the ball low and into the back of the net. We're tied 1-1.
Really well placed penalty kick there as the keeper guessed the right direction. It was just hard and low, and it's hard to get back down to make that kind of a save. And so even though Costello Ramirez guesses the right direction, Ashton Medina able to add to his tally, his 7th goal here at the Dallas Cup in 2022. Really, really well taken penalty there.
Couldn't place it any better than Ashton Medina just did to tie this game 1-1 in the 30th minute. We've hit the half-hour mark, and FC Dallas has tied Las Vegas. The Pros scored in the 7th minute on a goal from Caden Cox. And from the penalty spot, Ashton Medina has tied it in the 30th minute. Sotelo Ayala playing it back to the keeper.
Alfonso Lopez also back out on the field for FC Dallas now, and so
that's good news.
Very good news.
Las Vegas on the attack. There's already been a couple of twists in the tail here this afternoon, and we've only played 30 minutes. We'll see how things unfold for the remaining 50. Sotelo Ayala playing this ball back and then getting it. The left back looking for a target downfield. Sends a ball over the top, but nobody's there for the Las Vegas Pros, and this ball will go all the way to Lutin, and Lutin will put it at the feet of Romero. Romero playing on a yellow card. He was carded in the 14th minute for FC Dallas. Since then, Las Vegas has been carded twice and given up a penalty kick. Scoring was Ashton Medina to tie the game 1-1.
You know, and it took until the 4th game of the day, but we finally have a game where both teams score. And this feels like a really, really good contest from here on out. I'm excited to see how these next 50 minutes go.
Especially curious to see how the next 9 minutes unfold before we get to the interval. Will we get to the break in a 1-1 tie? And how will Las Vegas respond after getting a couple of cards in quick succession? One in the 26th minute and one in the 29th. This ball is delivered to Camarena, to the keeper. Sent ahead to the captain, Duran Andrade, who sends it to the left side for Sotelo Ayala. Along the touchline with it is Venegas. He gets tripped up. And the Pros will get a free kick out of their own end.
You know, we mentioned it earlier today, but at younger and younger age groups, these kids are being taught how to play the ball out of the back, using the goalkeepers utilizing their feet. And we saw it there, Las Vegas with a really nice build-up until the foul of just being able to play in and around the FC Dallas pressure. And that's the sort of thing you're going to see more and more of with some of these youth teams around the United States. It's just that ability and that knowledge of how to play out from the back, everyone feeling comfortable using their feet, making these short passes, pass and move, receive the ball, and continue to move it and play through a press. And so I anticipate that we'll continue to see even more of that tomorrow in some of these championship games.
Camarena to Sotelo Ayala. Up the left side for Venegas. Venegas working in the left channel, trying to split two defenders. Draws the foul. Free kick. Gall gets called for the hold. Duran Andrade quickly restarting play, getting it to Rico. Sasso takes the ball away. Centeno is able to get the ball to Medina. Medina dribbles it across halfway to Centeno. He's got Medina making a run to his right. Medina back to Centeno, a back heel pass into space for Medina, who gets tripped up just outside the area. And a free kick from there for FC Dallas, a golden opportunity to take a lead here in the 34th minute.
Yeah, Medina and Centeno just playing a nice little two-man game all the way through the midfield. And then, That's a borderline yellow card worthy tackle there from behind on Medina right outside the box.
Medina will place the ball down just outside the penalty arc. Las Vegas setting up a 4-man wall.
Seems like a really ideal distance. Not right on the edge of the penalty area, but a little bit of space to maybe get this one up and down.
Medina trying to do exactly that, but it's over the crossbar.
Yeah, just not able to get it to drop back down quite enough before he ran out of real estate.
I also thought Gall might be a target there for a ball in the air. The pros trying to regroup. Momentum clearly on the side of FC Dallas right now in a 1-1 tie. We're in the 36th minute here in the opening half. It's a 40-minute half in this U-16 championship game. Big day coming up tomorrow here at Toyota Stadium. The Gordon Jago Supergroup Final will be played at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon as Panama will take on El Salvador in a battle of national teams. And I'm not sure that that's ever happened here at Dallas Cup in the Super Group where there's 2 national teams playing for the title.
Yeah, there's not one that I can remember. I'm not necessarily an encyclopedia of knowledge here, but nothing like that comes to mind from
Certainly
previous
nothing
years.
Recently.
Yeah.
We have seen national teams in the championship game for sure, but not playing against each other.
You know, and these are 2 national teams who, looking forward in the CONCACAF region, you know, in 2026, it figures that the USA, Canada, and Mexico will receive automatic World Cup bids. And so with some of these younger players here, you might figure to see some of these younger guys trying to factor into World Cup qualification for some of these smaller CONCACAF nations in the next few years.
Man, and has Canada improved as a national side?
They sure have. Very impressive what they've been able to do there.
It's now at least 3 teams in CONCACAF who have established themselves, including the United States and Mexico, of course. They have been powerhouses, but I think Canada is catching up to them.
Yeah, some really nice players there at Canada. Jonathan David plays in Lille over in France, and then Alphonso Davies, obviously at Bayern Munich, one of the largest clubs in the world.
That's another Dallas Cup alum, by the way.
Yeah, former Vancouver Whitecaps Academy player, Alphonso Davies. Just really, really quality.
It's the FC Dallas Academy here in a 1-1 tie with Las Vegas Pros. Centeno getting this free kick in the 38th minute. FC Dallas getting the equalizer on a Medina penalty kick in the 30th minute after Cox scored for Las Vegas. This free kick is driven into the area. It gets cleared out. A chase is on. And winning the ball for FC Dallas is Kernicki. He bends it right back into the area looking for Medina, but it gets cleared away. It's a corner kick coming up for FC Dallas. I believe this is their second opportunity from the corner.
Yeah, and it was good hustle again from Kernicki, who I think is having a good game at right back for FC Dallas, winning that ball back and then putting another ball back into the box.
He's coming forward a lot.
He really is, getting up and down that wing quite a bit, covering a lot of real estate.
Here's Gall from the right corner with the service. Play held up momentarily by the referee's assistant. You look at that corner flag, and it's blowing. It appears to be blowing in the face of Gall.
Maybe swirling around a little bit.
What the wind's doing down at field level is a lot different than what it's doing above the stadium. There's a header that goes just wide, but that was right on target, finding Ashton Medina, who nearly had his second goal of the game and his 8th goal of the tournament.
Wow, Ashton Medina wide open at the near post. And he's not the tallest guy, not the biggest guy, probably not the guy that ever figures to have a wide open header on a corner kick. So maybe surprised him a little bit as he just wasn't able to get the snap on his net quite enough to bring that ball back towards goal in the end. heads it wide. But a really good opportunity there for FC Dallas to try to pull ahead in this match.
I thought he could be a threat on that corner, but not in the air.
Yeah, not like that.
Here's a good cross in. FC Dallas not able to get it cleared initially, and it comes out to Rico. He ends up on the ground. He gets kicked. We're in the 40th minute here. We'll have plenty of stoppage time here. Going to the ground once again is Goal defending to deny Jesus Venegas a cross. Venegas with a throw for Las Vegas. Chested back toward Venegas, sending it in. He's only got one man in the middle of the area, and he's not able to make the connection, and FC Dallas is able to get it cleared out.
Yeah, it's 2-on-1 there. Caden Cox was in the box for Las Vegas, but just not able to win out in the positioning battle as two FC Dallas defenders were there, making sure that nothing happened there as far as their goal was concerned.
Sotelo Ayala has it. The left back turns it over. It gets taken away by Lopez, who finds Medina, moving up the center forward channel. Medina faking left, faking right, then playing it into the area. Finding Pina. Pina also a dangerous goal scorer for FC Dallas. Gets taken down just outside the area, but it's Pina who gets called for the foul here, giving Las Vegas a free kick out of their own end.
Yeah, a little turnover coming out of the back there from Las Vegas. They'd been really clean since the opening minutes, playing out from the back, and just given right away. It gave Medina the opportunity to waltz right down Main Street, but just not able to find Pina with that pass over to the left side.
Pina's got 4 goals in this tournament.
Yeah, 2 really dangerous players for FC Dallas trying to combine there, just not able to hook up on that one. But another mistake coming out of the back for Vegas gave FC Dallas that opportunity.
They've posted 5 minutes of stoppage time here. We're into stoppage time at Toyota Stadium. 4 minutes of stoppage time posted.
A couple of VAR checks here in this first half, contributing to a little bit more stoppage time than what we've seen in some of the other matches today.
Rico not able to get between 2 defenders, and here's Medina. He'll lay it back to Centeno, to Medina. Centeno slips on the turf, which is normally in immaculate condition here at Toyota Stadium.
Yeah, it looks like maybe he just stepped on the ball incidentally and rolled straight over it.
Goal able to get this back to the keeper. Lutin sends it out to halfway. Lutin found his target, but Lopez not able to control it. It's into touch for a throw. Pros have it. Duran Andrade sending it out toward Camarena. Back to Duran Andrade. Wearing the captain's armband. Playing with a yellow card. Gets it to Venegas. Sotelo Ayala to Duran Andrade. Trying to spring Cox, who back heels it. Gets tangled up with Gall. Romero ends up with it for FC Dallas. Cox trying to win the ball along the touchline. It's a throw for FC Dallas. As we wind our way toward the conclusion of the first half, knotted 1-1. It was Cox who scored in the 7th minute and Medina who tied it from the penalty spot in the 30th minute. Avila playing the ball ahead. FC Dallas trying to get one more chance. Medina slipped as the ball was played behind him, not able to get to it. The Pros have possession in the middle third. It's Rico playing it to the right side and then making a run. Going forward, intercepting the ball for FC Dallas is Sasso. Gets headed by Romero of FC Dallas, and that'll be the whistle. Well, I thought that was going to be the end of the half, but it's a free kick coming up here. Should be nearing the end of stoppage time here, maybe another 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, we'll see if there's another opportunity here for FC Dallas to play it long, maybe get another opportunity in and around the box. We'll have to see.
Luton's got the wind at his back and a fairly strong leg. Gets a lot of underspin on this one. gets deflected away from the target, comes toward the corner, and just inside the corner flag goes out of play. It's an FC Dallas throw. Lopez with a quick restart to the feet of Kernicki. Kernicki drives it to the back post, bending away from the goal, controlled by FC Dallas. Sasso steps up to it, chips it to Centeno. Centeno settles it outside the area on the left side as he's being marked by Guardado. Centeno moves into the area and Guardado dispossesses him, and that'll be the final touch of the first half. Well, some interesting twists and turns in the plot here through the first 40 minutes. Cox gave Las Vegas the lead in the 7th minute. There were yellow cards issued, one to Luis Romero of FC Dallas, and then Francisco Duran Andrade picked up a card in the 26th, and the keeper for Las Vegas, Costello Ramirez, was carded in the 29th. That led to Medina's penalty kick goal in the 30th minute. And at the half, it's FC Dallas 1, Las Vegas Pros 1. We're all knotted up going to the second half with a boot and ball trophy on the line in the 16 and under championship game.
And now